Guys, Merry Christmas. Can you believe it is Christmas today? Anyways, so I hope you guys had a wonderful day. My lighting again is horrible, so ignore all that. But I hope you guys all had a wonderful day. Celebrated with family, friends. Even if you were alone, which I hope you weren't, that you had a wonderful day. And or that you went to friends or out to eat. Take yourself out to eat, right? There's some restaurants open. So I hope that each of you had a wonderful, wonderful day. So I have to say, I can't complain. I thought this was really going to be a rough day. And I'm not saying it was perfect. You know, it's just always my family. We don't have other family that come and spend it with us, so it's always just my family. Um, and I'm blessed because I don't have to clean my house if I don't want to, really, right? If no one's coming over, I don't have to hide things. I don't have to yeah. So that's one good thing about not having people over for Christmas. I'm not an entertainer. I don't like to entertain people. Um, Unless like if it's one person, sure. Um, so yeah, so it was just my family. We got up. We didn't get up till late, which was nice. Um, I say late. It was probably like 8 o'clock in the morning, but we probably didn't open presents till later. Um, I had made the coffee the night before, so all they had to do was plug it in and turn it on. My husband, who has not been up with us for a Christmas since my oldest was like 2, we got to the point that we did not wake him up because he is not the nicest person. So we stopped waking him up and we just let him sleep. And then he used to open presents when he got up. I asked him last night if he wanted me to wake him up, and he said yes. He got up, he had some coffee, he joined us and opened presents. It was such a nice time. It was nice just to have my family. I really appreciated him being there. It really made me feel good. Um, that he joined us for once, but also it just, it really helped me a lot more than he will now. And it was just nice to have my family. We had a great time. I think even though money was kind of scarce, the kids were happy with what they got. I was happy with what I got because it was things that were thoughtful, that I appreciated, that, people reached out, and knew what I liked. So I really appreciated that. My kids were so happy and even told me this was a better Christmas than last year. Which really made my day, obviously. Um, so yeah, so it was a great day. Then, I forgot that my husband had to work this evening, so I hurried up and made, I guess, lunch / dinner, which was our Stouffer's lasagna, which I told you guys about. It was so good. And then I had garlic bread and cheese bread, and I could have made a salad, but I knew nobody in my house except for me would have eaten it. So I did not make one. So they just had lasagna and bread, which I know is not the healthiest, but again, no one would have eaten a salad. And pop, And this evening, we finally opened one pie for my youngest. He wanted pie because he doesn't eat lasagna. So he had a little mac and cheese from Stouffer's that was just for him. So obviously he was hungry this evening. So I did open the pie for him. And I did have my little tiny Walmart pecan pie that I was going to take to my mom yesterday. Because they do have a bigger pecan pie, but I didn't want to get it out. So now I'm having some spearmint tea because my belly does not feel the best after eating the lasagna. So I am having spearmint tea right now, and I am watching Scrooge. It's the black and white original. I think it's on Tubi, I believe. I love any of the Scrooge movies so far, and they've even made some with women and different, versions. Anything to do with Scrooge, I love. So, yeah. Then last night I was watching The Polar Express, but I did not finish it because my husband ended up watching a choir at church that was in New York City. And so we turned that on, which it was really nice. I liked it. Yeah. So, yeah, between yesterday and today, I can't complain. I did call my mom this morning. She didn't seem to know it's Christmas, and she was upset because, she was confused. So I did not tell her Merry Christmas, but I did speak to her. I'm going to try to call her again one more time, but I think she's eating dinner right now. We did have a little problem. I don't want to say little. My husband did end up having one of his fits, I call them, with that. Anytime my kids use the bathroom upstairs, I don't think it's a mess, but he says it's a mess. He gets mad and yells and all that. The toilet got plugged is what it was. And he gets tired of unplugging it. But he's so good at it because I can't get that one unplugged. I have such a hard time. And it's crazy because it's one of those toilets, I believe, that you can put 10 golf balls down and not supposed to get plugged. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's what it looks like. Yeah, in my house, it can get plugged, I promise. And then it's very hard to unplug. And because of the shape of, the toilet, I can't get it unplugged. But my husband is amazing at it. He's a rock star. And, I really appreciate when he does it. But it's been plugged 2 days in a row by one of my kids. And it's not that, like my youngest, he does try to unplug it. I don't know about my oldest. Actually, he tried to blame his brother, except for his brother had never gone to the bathroom. So then, then my husband goes crazy because that's our only shower in that bathroom. And so he goes up and he throws the towels down and he's like, this bathroom's a mess. And so that was I asked him not to do that, but he couldn't help himself, I guess. He could. He just chose not to, right? So I was like, please don't do this. I am really trying to have a good Christmas just because I really thought it was going to be such a horrible one. It ended up a really good one so far. Let's see. I still have, I'm going to take the trash out and stuff. Still have a bag of the wrapping paper and stuff. But yeah, we had a great day. I don't think anyone can complain about what they got for Christmas, including my husband, which I'm excited about. I had made him some stuff that was from my heart. I don't know if he will really appreciate it. He's a guy. Do they really appreciate things that are made from the heart? I don't know. But I guess it's a reminder of our relationship. It's a reminder of not just all the years we've been together, which it is, but just where it started and how much I love him. And I hope that one day he can appreciate it, really. And, but yeah, I had some happy children, a happy seemed-to-be husband when it came to all that. I was happy and blessed, and I still have my mom here, and she got to celebrate Christmas with me in a different way, but we still got to celebrate it. And so next, I know you guys are like, oh, New Year's and New Year's Eve. My husband doesn't care about holidays. He barely cares about Christmas other than the meaning. I, as a woman, and I'm not saying every woman cares about holidays, I am one who, and I think that's where things so much had changed for me when I met my husband, because I'm a holiday person. I love decorating for Christmas. I love celebrating New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve. I don't have to go out drinking and to the club, but I like celebrating it. I like doing the kiss at midnight. I like that stuff. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. Like St. Patrick's Day, I'm fine without celebrating. Valentine's Day, I've always, to me, and this was me as a teenager, if your loved one, your, partner, is not spending those holidays with you, I don't even know if I mean, other than, if they have to work, obviously, then that might be different. But I feel like there's no excuse. Those are holidays that you need to be together. I don't know. That's when I was a teenager. Is it still that way? It should be, but I changed everything when I met my husband, was the problem. I changed that I was okay not celebrating those. I was okay not celebrating our anniversary. I was okay not doing a lot of things. And I know relationships are give and take, and there's some things that are more important than other things. I get that too. But, and don't laugh at me, guys, for real. I tell you guys a lot, so don't laugh at me. I've never been to a concert in my life. Unless you count jazz concerts when I was a little girl that I had to go to because of my mom, but no one famous. I've never been to a concert, and I want to go to a concert. I want to go to Lollapalooza, whatever it's called, in Chicago or wherever it is. I want to do things like that. My husband, he loves concerts, don't get me wrong. He's been to 1 million in his lifetime. But, first of all, they're groups I have never heard of. Underground groups, I guess you call them. And he loves to go to them. But he will not give and take on that. If we go to a concert, it has to be someone that he's going to like. Which means I might not like it, but he likes them. So if it's someone I like, I'm trying to think, Theory of a Dead Man, we'll say. He refuses to go because he doesn't like them. Or when I first moved here, Britney Spears was around. Yes, Britney Spears. And, you gotta remember, I was 19 when I met my husband, so let's not, but I wanted to go see her. He would not go see her, because he didn't like her. And so, and I'm like, that's not fair, right? I think that's really unfair. It's give and take for a relationship. You go to the Nutcracker, men. A lot of men go to the Nutcracker. Most of them do not want to see it, but they go for their wives, right? And then their wives go to the country club or whatever, right? She doesn't want to be there, but she goes because she loves her husband. It's give and take in relationships, and that's the one thing that he will not do. And, because of that, like, I don't want to go alone. First of all, I don't know where I'm going, how to get there, what did you, like, so yeah, I just don't get to go unless I go to something that he likes, which is upsetting. I think it's a little mean. I really think it's a little selfish, that can't go to one concert that I would enjoy. So yeah, a lot of our relationship has been one-sided with quite a few things. And I'm trying to talk things out. I'm trying to, But the concert is something that he obviously is not going to change about. Which again, I think is wrong. I would love to go to a concert that I would enjoy. But maybe one day, if there's one closer to me, I wouldn't mind going alone then. But these are like, downtown, Chicago. And I don't want to go alone, obviously, because I don't, feel comfortable doing that. Now, those of you who do, that's wonderful. But yeah, I've never been to a concert, and unless I go to something I've never heard of, I'm never going to get to go to one, probably. Again, unless there's someone who comes closer. But I'm not in a place that we're typically going to get very popular groups or cool, So yeah. But, and again, my husband's not a very romantic person. I don't get flowers. I don't get candy. He's a last minute shopper when it comes to holidays. So you kind of usually get what's left on the shelf. He doesn't usually put thought into it. Now, this year he did put some thought into it. Thought of, what I could use. But nothing romantic like making a keychain of where we first met, or making, pillows, or, things like that, through companies, not him actually making them, but you know what I mean. He does not put thought into it. There's no flowers, there's no candy, there's no, hey, I was thinking about you and thought you might like this. Typically he likes to keep his money for him. But he did go buy presents for me. And picked up one gift for each of my kids that he usually picks up every year because I ask him to. Yeah. So, but it was, at least he did put a little thought into this, the present. See, my nose is red right there. Sorry. It must be a pimple. I don't know. It's really sore on my nose, guys. If you see that red mark there. But yeah, so, trying not to get off subject, and I just did, so I apologize because I'm trying to stay on Christmas here. But yeah, so that was our Christmas. Stayed in our night clothes pretty much all day. Cause again, we didn't have people at our house, and which was fine with me. That's the great thing about not having people. You don't have to get ready. You don't have to do your hair. You don't have to, do anything. And so I did get lunch ready before he went to work, so he did get to eat the food before he went to work, and then he'll just have pie when he gets home tonight. So I am looking forward to seeing him. I always look forward to seeing him. And so it was, and he knows that. I really do. I like so much. I love seeing him. It's just the crankiness and the moods, that can definitely change, and I get some whiplash because, 1 minute he's happy, the next he's not. But I still look forward to seeing him, and we are still trying, and I hope and pray that, by not the new year, because, it's a few days, right? But that all next year we are still trying, and we're definitely in a better place. That I'm not saying we're trying, but that I'm saying, everything is, and it's never going to be 100% wonderful. Nobody relationship is. But that we're back where maybe we were years ago. With a new, maybe not like we were, but, a more adult, I guess, because I was so young, relationship and communication. And yeah, so, he has already done so many things that I appreciate, and so many things that nobody ever expected, like going to see my mom yesterday. I really did not think he would do that, and he did. I'm not saying he didn't get bored, but he went, and he was there. And today, getting up with us for Christmas, amazing. It was wonderful. It was happiness. It was amazing. So he's stepping out of his comfort zones and doing more things, which is amazing. So I, again, hope and pray you all had an amazing Christmas. Amazing. And did you just, and, again, I even texted my in-laws today to tell them Merry Christmas. And reached out to one of my sister-in-laws. I'm not sure if she ever saw the text message, but I did try. Anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. Go enjoy some pie. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite pie? My mom's a fruity person. She loves, her favorite pie is pumpkin, but after that, it's like some kind of fruit pie. So it can be apple pie or blueberry pie. Like, she loves that. My favorite pie is pecan, but I'm not opposed to chocolate or pumpkin. I'm not judgy. I'll do an apple pie with some vanilla ice cream on the side. So what kind of pie are you guys having today? Or have you had? Or do you guys not do pie? And if not, I want to know what you guys do. Cookies or brownies? Let me know, please. Talk to you guys later. Bye.